lab number 3.1. In this third section, we will focus on mobile development with our MobileFirst Platform Studio. And within this first lab, we are starting this series of labs where we will be developing a mobile application. Actually, it's MobileFirst Platform asset that we will be developing, and it's called Technical Maintenance Assistant. So more about these assets you can find out by passing extra lab number 9.1, where we were developing the mockups for application screens on mobile device. But basically, our app will consist of three main parts. So first part is mobile application for engineers who are responsible for technical maintenance of railway wagons and locomotives. And second part of our app will be for managers. So this will be mobile application for managers who will control and look on productivity, on open tasks and everything like that. And the third part is actually the back office part. This is actually for call center operators and different back office users who will create those tasks for engineers to take. And application will be actually task management. So engineer will have a task list that he can grab the specific task, for example, to replace wheels, and specify whether he wants to take this task and start working on it, or specify that he is not accepting this task by entering some kind of reason. And we also prepared 4 screens already, so they can be found on your host system in lab3.1 files, or you actually can use those that you created through extra lab 9.1 if you passed it. So those screens actually represents each and every application page. So the first page, login page, where we will have some kind of image, login password fields, sign-in button, then ability to go to demo mode without connecting to a server. And then we will have also a chance to switch language. We will have several. The second page actually represents the task list, and we will start with developing the task list in demo mode. So this will be without server connection, and then we will add the server connection. We will have search on top that will allow us to sort this list somehow by entering something in the search field. And we will have also the number of tasks total in the list. And those numbers represent the number of days left for this task to be completed. And actually, if you take in each task, if you grab in, for example, one of those and go into details, you're going to page number 3, where you have the passport details for this wagon or locomotive, so depot number, station, wagon type, date of manufacture, some kind of description. And then you need either accept, either decline. So if you're accepting, then everything's okay, you're starting working on this task. If you're declining, then you're going to last screen number 4, where you're actually specifying the reason why you're declining this task. So just like that, nothing really complicated. And we will also do development using Ionic framework. So the same way as we started in our previous section through lab 2.1 till 2.8, we were developing within the Ionic framework, and now we will start with the same framework because we already know it and it's quite good. Basically, we will start with opening our terminals. So we will use Ionic command line interface to create our initial project. So let's navigate to our dev workspaces folder, and using Ionic command line interface, command Ionic start, and then the name of the app, let it be TMA for Technical Maintenance Assistant, and then IO for Ionic project. And let's use also blank template, which will create the empty app, almost empty without nothing. Create our project. So it will download the latest template from Ionic framework website and create the project for us. So now we can go inside our folder that we just created, TMA.io, and inside our www we should already see the general structure that is created by Ionic. So first of all, let's open the studio. and let's create a new workspace called TMA MFP. So inside our workspace, we'll create a new project, MobileFirst project. We will do a hybrid app, and let's name it TMA MFP, just the same way as our workspace. Our app will be named TMA, and we will create a few environments for it. So we will do the Android mobile app, and we will also work with desktop browser web page, and basically that's all. Then we can click finish to create actually our project, and we will need also to change the perspective to design. It will ask us. Now we're seeing our app inside the design perspective, and next thing for us will be actually to replace everything that we have inside our common folder with the files that we just created with this ionic project. So we'll grab everything inside our workspaces TMA.io www, just copy all of that and place it inside common folder and agree to override everything. Just like this. Now we need to change some small things, like we don't need image folder, we can easily remove it. Next thing for us will be to change to source, and we also do not need Cordova initialization because it's kind of work-life responsibility. Next thing for us will be actually to add before closing body those three MobileFirst Platform JavaScript files inside GS folder, init options main and messages, just the same way as we did it before. Okay, just like this. Basically, that's almost all that we were needed to do right now. And the only thing that is needed right now, we need to add the symbolic link for this folder, for common folder. And this symbolic link should replace the www folder inside Ionic. This is needed because inside the Ionic there are a lot of things like SCSS built in, and live preview and other stuff that is really useful when we are talking about UI development. And of course, first part of our lab series will be focused on UI because we need to do a functional side and then go to backend, go to integration, security, and everything. So basically, first of all, we will remove the totally www folder from our Ionic project, and we will create a symbolic link that will be from TMA MFP common folder. We will do the symbolic link through the command ln-s, and first of all I will copy the full path because symbolic links are working as a full path. So the command will look like this: ln-s, then the full path to our common folder, And then the target of this symbolic link, so the place where we will actually place this folder, this link I mean, and this will be inside our TMA.io www. And as you can see, now we have our link here, and it leads actually to that folder, common folder that we created. And now we will go to this folder and launch ionic serve. To display actually our mobile application that we have. So this just start our project, but it is enough for us for now, and it's actually already working with live reload server. So we'll make this screen a bit smaller. And let's place it here, just like this. And now this means that actually anything that we will do inside our MobileFirst Platform Studio will immediately show up here in our live reload server. Let's check how it's working. So let's change the title, for example, from ionic blank to something like TMA app, and save the file, and immediately you see the changes. So this will allow us to cut time during development. And next thing that we will do before finishing our first lab, we will do build and deploy of this mobile application to the server. And let's do it with command run on MobileFirst development server. This should be launched from our app. So just right click on the app and select this. The server will be started automatically. Just you need to remember, if you were using command line interface previously, you need to stop that server, because this one by default will run on the same port. Of course, that can be changed in server settings on the server tab, but by default the server port will be the same. Our app has been deployed. Now we can open MobileFirst console. And we should see here one mobile application with two environments inside, just as we expected. And inside our desktop environments, we will use this link. And we are seeing actually a blank screen instead of our app. This is because of styles. We need to do the same thing as we did previously in previous lab section. We need to add body position to absolute and save this. This should do a trick for us. So now let's do build and deploy once again. When we are clicking run on MobileFirst Platform Development Server, actually it's doing build and deploying our app automatically, so we don't need to relaunch that build. And now you see the changes. So this is our app, and basically on this step our first lab, lab number 3.1, is finished. Thank you.